Cooper Kupp or Allen
Oh
Robinson?
boy.
Yeah, I know. We can say why not both, but let's talk about it, okay? Again, the point of these videos is not who is going to score more points, but based on their ADP,
Mm-hmm.
which player are you going to have more stock of in fantasy football this year? Current ADP, according to Fantasy Pros, Cooper Kupp is the wide receiver 1. Allen Robinson, wide receiver 29. Seems a little bit low to me. I think that's going to
Definitely.
get higher probably as we get closer to the season, but that's
Mm-hmm.
good ADP right now in Fantasy Pros. Underdog ADP, Cooper Kupp, the wide receiver 2. Allen Robinson, the wide receiver 20, which feels a little more close to me. But Badake, where do you currently lean here? You going Allen Robinson, Cooper Kupp? Who are you going to have more stock of?
I think so far, I definitely gonna have more stock of Allen Robinson. I think we can both
Mm,
agree and say that it's kind of the Justin, not the Justin Jefferson, the Jamar Chase, T Higgins one. Cooper Kupp is upside, upside. If you guys haven't watched that, the way I see Cooper Kupp is like you expect him to finish wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 every single year, or now at least upside,
yeah,
upside, and then Allen
yeah,
Robinson is upside. He is there. He has the opportunity to be a top guy, to be a top 5 wide receiver now in this offense. But with the
yeah,
ADP, as you can see, I mean, it's such a massive gap. You're taking Cooper Cup probably in the first 5 picks, how depending on how first 6 picks, depending on how your board falls in
yeah.
redraft as the wide receiver 1 or 2. Allen Robinson sometimes in our drafts are falling to the 4th, 5th round, and now as we're getting closer and closer to the season, he's going a little bit higher now, especially in redrafts and an underdog. So
Yeah.
for me, I'm definitely taking Allen Robinson. Let's not forget who he was. 2019, he led the league in targets, and that was with a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
His whole career, every single year, was with a bad quarterback, Mitch
Even
Trubisky.
in college.
Yeah, like the whole time. This is the first time in his career, finally, he is getting a Super Bowl caliber quarterback in Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Finally, he is in a good offense. He may not be the wide receiver 1 on the team, but now, shoot, I bet you he's happy that he's a wide receiver 2 with a good quarterback with a team like this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at
Yeah.
least in a personal, hey, by the
In
way,
LA.
I don't know if you know this, but I had a conversation with Allen Robinson.
Yeah. What did
I
he tell
forgot
you?
about.
He basically said, I want to be with Matthew Stafford in LA.
He actually did. um, that's a whole nother story. But I am taking Allen Robinson every single day. I have more stock
Yeah.
of him. He is my wide receiver
Okay.
14 right now in redraft and in best ball. Cooper Cup, obviously my wide receiver 1 in redraft and in best balls. But according to ADP, the way the board falls, I'm always taking Allen Robinson as my wide receiver 1.
If you're going like heavy RB, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
if I go running back, I'm happy to take Allen Robinson. In my opinion, the late third,
Right.
early fourth on that turn, you can get,
Sure.
running back, Allen Robinson, and then maybe you can go another wide receiver, or if you wanted to
Right.
reach just to get Allen Robinson just a little bit.
Fourth round seems like where he's going to land in drafts this year. That kind of
Mm-hmm.
feels like where he's going to end up
Yeah,
being.
agreed.
Okay. So you went Allen Robinson. Do I think that's the right call here? Do I think that's what I will be doing? I will be having more stock of. Absolutely. Allen Robinson is my choice as well. I'm going to just back up a lot of your points, but a top 12 finish is realistic this year. It
Oh, for
genuinely
sure.
is, guys. I actually have Allen Robinson ranked as my wide receiver 13. Okay. I'm much higher than most people. I understand that. Cooper Kupp, my wide receiver 2. Allen Robinson, my wide receiver 13 in redraft leagues. I'm taking A-Rob, okay? Let's look at every top 12 finish for A-Rob in his career. It has one thing in common, and that's targets.
Yep.
In 2015, wide receiver 6 had 151 targets. In 2019, wide receiver 8, 154 targets. In 2020, wide receiver 9, 151 targets again. All right? You look at this Rams team. You look at their targets per game last year. Cooper Kupp was dominating the target share, obviously. But now you're losing Robert Woods and OBJ. Okay, both players who are leaving behind 13.6 vacated targets per game. You have to keep in mind, when Robert Woods missed time, when OBJ misses time, Tyler Higbee and Van Jefferson, their targets per game elevate.
Yeah.
You have to keep that in mind now, okay? It's a
Mm-hmm.
different story. And also, I might be the only one thinking this. I don't know about you, Badaki, but I don't think 11.2 targets per game is realistic to expect again for Cooper Kupp.
No,
That is just,
no way.
I'm not sure you can reach those numbers again. You have to expect some sort of regression. Anyway, Woods and OBJ are gone. Okay, so I'm looking at around 8 targets per game for Allen Robinson. That doesn't feel unrealistic for me when I look at how this wide receiver room could really shake down. And now there's talks about OBJ maybe going to Buffalo. That's the only worry you have. If you want to draft Allen Robinson in Dynasty or redraft, is OBJ coming back, right?
Yeah.
So if Allen Robinson gets around 8 targets per game, plays the entire year, you're looking at about 136 targets on the year. What could Allen Robinson in that offense do with 136 targets? I mean, it might be less targets, but you're playing with the best ever quarterback, like Badake said. I mean, you had Blake Bortles, Chad Henne, Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles.
Come on.
Stafford was able to transform Cooper Kupp. I don't see.
Come on.
And what I'm probably saying, people don't want to hear, but I understand Cooper Kupp is a better wide receiver right now. He's the more talented. He's the more complete wide receiver. But this time last year, none of you were saying that. None of you. Not a single soul. Okay? And I don't think Allen Robinson, in the end, this is not to downplay Cooper Kupp's talent, but this is more to make people remember who Allen Robinson is. Right. He's a fantastic wide receiver. He was elite. I think he can get back to that sort of top 12 status. And I think if you disagree with me on the Cooper Kupp take, fine. But can we all agree that Allen Robinson is a better wide receiver than Robert Woods?
For sure.
If we can all agree there,
agreed.
Then keep in mind Robert Woods was the wide receiver 12 before he got injured, weeks 1 to 9, the wide receiver 12. So I know it sounds crazy, but I think Allen Robinson, he's going to shock the fantasy community this. I still think he's being underdrafted. Even today,
even to 100%.
I think he's being underdrafted. I have to, like we talked about, you have to take Cooper Kupp in the first round. I looked at my best ball leagues. I don't have any Cooper Kupp. I don't have any. But I do have 38% shares of my teams of Allen Robinson.
Right.
So, again, I stayed true, like you said, to the question, who are you going to have more stock of? And I love my builds with Allen Robinson. He can be my 4th or 5th player drafted at points, especially in underdog leagues. So, you can build a really good squad around him. You can go heavy RB and then start smashing those wide receivers. And Allen Robinson is in that range of players that you can kind of, get. And both extremely talented wide receivers when we talk about Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, both connected to Matthew Stafford, top 5 to 10 offense. Why not get the discount later on? I know you're worried about what happened last year, but last year was just a huge, colossal fail in Chicago.
100%.
And I don't think that was all on Allen Robinson.
And I think that's what people are holding on to. People are saying, well, Allen Robinson doesn't have it anymore. He's lost it. All based off the 1 year, all based off the year that he didn't have the chemistry with Justin Fields. What was it? Nick Foles was there. And Andy Dalton, I think, if I'm not mistaken, were all there at Chicago. 3 different quarterbacks, plus he was struggling with the injury. So, I mean, if we only look at that 1 year and then we look at all the years past and you're like, oh, damn. But he's still that guy. It's just 1 year, 1 year off. I think we can say that with so many people. So, I think, we're definitely undervaluing him.
What I've heard that I've been frustrated at the most is, well, he's so old.
What you mean?
He's younger than Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, what you mean?
What are we talking about here? Allen Robinson, I think he's going to smash this year. I'm really, really excited about him, and I hope that you guys are too. Why don't you guys comment down below? Let us know who you're taking, Allen Robinson, Cooper Kupp. And by the way, if you want to draft with us on Underdog, we have a promo code called LAND. If you use our promo code LAND, you will get your deposit matched up to $100.
That's right.
And then join our Discord. Let's join some best ball drafts together. So link in the description to sign up. Huge love. Let us know what you think about this video.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
now,
it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/FantasyLand fam.